Hello. Okay, I just wanted to, basically I'm extremely bored, nothing better to do at this moment in time, so I just wanted to make a video, just something to do, and I decided to just bring this book to people's attention. George Orwell's Down and Out in Paris and London. This is probably my favourite book of all time, and Orwell's probably my favourite author. I'm not some kind of professor of English or media. I'm just some bloke who likes to read now and then. It's just my opinion on this book then. The main theme of this book is poverty, and it's about George Orwell's experiences of being homeless when he was a struggling writer in his 20s in like the 1800s. So it's all about poverty, and what does poverty entail? Homelessness in this case, eccentric characters doing what you can to survive, and I think it's extremely commendable because he rose up to become one of the greatest authors of all time, great political thinkers of all time, or philosopher. He started off in abject poverty, as you find in this book. And yeah, the language is good. It's not too complicated, so it's easy for most people to follow. I actually got this book for free of a newspaper. I went into a coffee shop, a chain store, just sat down to have a coffee, and I saw a newspaper was for sale, and I was like, college won't start for another like half an hour, so I'll buy a newspaper, and this was free with the newspaper, and I had no idea who George Orwell was and what the book was about, so it turned out to be a good idea buying that newspaper. So I'll just read the back of the book here, so you have a bit of an idea of what this is about. At the very top here is a quote from the book. "It is a feeling of relief, almost of pleasure, at knowing yourself at last genuinely down and out." And that's a really good sentence. So it summarises a lot of things about the book. So underneath it goes on to say, George Orwell's vivid memoir of his time living among the desperately poor and destitute is a moving tour of the underworld of society. Written when George Orwell was a struggling writer in his 20s, it documents his first contact with poverty, sleeping in bug-infested hostels and doss houses of last resort, working as a dishwasher in Paris and surviving on scraps and cigarette butts. Then there's living alongside tramps, the stargazing pavement artist and the starving Russian ex-army captain. Exposing his shocking, previously hidden world to readers, Orwell gave a human face to the statistics of poverty for the first time. In doing so, he found his voice as a writer. I really do recommend you read this book. Well, why should I? I don't actually recommend you do anything. If that sounds like your cup of tea, well, I've just read on the back the blurb, I think that's called a blurb. Invest in it. How much is a book nowadays? About £3? $6, I'm guessing. The exchange rate there, I was just guessing it. Rule of thumb, £1, I double it to $2. Even though it's not 1 to 2 anymore, it's less. I think £1 currently will get you $1.50. I don't know, I'm not an economist and I don't even know what I'm talking about. Exchange rates. Just try the book, see if you like it.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!